Good morning. January 4th, day 35, and back with the pack. Slept like a log last night. So, after I talked to you last night, I did a little editing. I put my earbuds in and put in some white noise, and I didn't hear a thing all night. In the morning, I was like, holy smokes. I took my earpods out. I hear people talking, the kitchen's bustling and pans clanging. I'm like, uh-oh, I slept too long, but it all worked out. Got up and had a great time with some of the hikers last night. The little bit I talked with them. No Bed, super cool dude. Got his number, gonna keep in touch with him, definitely. Hell of a nice guy. Had some southbounders, some section hikers, and just some people looking for the green comet. So other than that, had another very successful stay at the Laughing Heart. Highly recommend them. Got up this morning, got ready. No Bed was cooking pancakes, had some of them, and then we left around 9 o'clock. We were back on trail probably around 9:30. It's probably about 20 after 10 right now. We got to the trailhead where we left off yesterday. To our surprise, very windy and cold, but it seems like it's warming up. But that could just be us climbing. But sun's out, so that's a good thing. So pack is a little bit heavy because of the resupplied with food, but it doesn't feel too bad because I got rid of some stuff. So hopefully I'm gonna eat my way to a lighter pack. I got no problems with that. All right, today's goal is Jerry's Cabin Shelter, I think it's called. It's like 11 or 12 miles. Not necessarily going to stay in the shelter, but if the wind is pretty high, depending on where it's coming from, we'll make that decision when we get there. But I'd really like to set my hammock up and show you guys. I've showed you before, but I'll show you again because some people haven't seen it yet, and I understand. You come in halfway through you don't want to go back and look. I'd be the same way. But I did check out a lot of people's setups and gear and reviews, and it's just what you do when you're gonna commit to something like this. But anyway, if I see something cool, I'll let you know. Kind of uneventful so far. We've just been walking through a rhododendron tunnel and some little climbs, little downhill, nothing crazy yet, but hopefully you had a good day. Hopefully you have a good day. I talked to the wife last night. The dog is still, I don't know what her problem is. She does good and then she's getting sick. I really would like to make sure she gets back on track. I don't like when you can tell she's super uncomfortable. Hopefully I can get that cleared up shortly. And for some reason, I felt great after yesterday's hike, but then my left ankle, upper ankle, started really hurting where I sprained it and where the boot was rubbing. Hopefully it's just an isolated incident from hiking a lot of miles. But other than that, everything's good. I'm gonna plug away to Uncle Johnny's 4 or 5 days, get a resupply there, and see how Roan Mountain is. Other than that, you guys have a good day, have a good weekend, enjoy yourself, and if I see something neat, I will let you know and talk to you then. what's going on. Just hitting a long stretch in the woods. One of them got a long ways and it's kind of monotonous, and you start thinking about things. And one thing I forgot yesterday that I probably should have added, and I totally just skipped my mind because I don't like talking about myself. But I've been married 31 years. I'll be 54 this summer. Have one daughter getting ready to graduate college, and she'll be working in the medical field. We're really blessed with how she turned out as a child. She wasn't really too much of a problem child. We were pretty fortunate. Turned out to be a young lady and a good adult. And we have a dog named Addie, short for Adidas. She was named after my daughter. Played soccer from the age of about 3 or 4, something like that, until college. And then in college she stopped playing to concentrate on her degree for her career, which I thought was pretty damn responsible. Other than that, just got one of these long, straight, a little up, a little down, by herself. Little 0.7 was like I was the other day, just wasn't quite feeling it, but I can see she's catching up. But yeah, when you're out here, you get in your mind, start thinking about all kinds of things. So I think it's soon time to put on a few jams and turn on the burners. But other than that, the weather's turned out to be nice. The wind's dying down, it's warming up a little bit. It's absolutely gorgeous. Haven't had any views yet other than here and there off to the sides, but I think there's quite a few of them coming. But other than that, I won't bore you with anything else. But as you can see, it's just some nice woods. And well, here she comes. I better quit screwing around. All right, guys, we'll talk at you later. Taking along, and we found our first unusual thing. It's even been in the news. The Chinese spy balloon. We have found it, and we are going to take it. Marker for the southbounders. And we're still going up. Bare cables, shelter. Edel Laurel Shelter. Little Laurel Shelter. I thought that was an E. I was like, man, that's kind of odd. Yeah, there's a reason why it's odd, because it's an L. All right, here we go. Hey now. We stopped just before that shelter. And I'd shed a layer, and then I said, heck, since my pack is off, might as well get something to eat, have an early lunch. So I had a couple tortillas with some ham and cheese on it. Packed a little prepackaged pack of ham, was good. And some jalapeno Cheetos. Anyway, so I just blew by that cabin, or that shelter. 0.7 stop. She's feeling like I did at the start of yesterday. Just isn't feeling it. Kind of groggy and just no energy. So I'm not gonna get too far ahead, but still shooting for that that shelter. Not necessarily gonna stay in it, but that area. Back at this shelter we just passed, there was a really nice spot for a hammock, but it's just too early in the day. It is almost 12:30, so pressing on. We got some really good views, I'm told, coming up, and on far out it shows there's 3 or 4 spots that have some views, and we're coming up on Big Butt Mountain, so we'll check it out. Hey, I'm back. Hey, I shut the video down pretty quick because I turned the corner and walked right up on somebody. I met a southbounder. His name is he's the mayor of the Southbounders. Hell of a nice guy. Got to talking to him for a little bit. It was great to meet you, and look forward to seeing you finishing your hike. And there's so many cool people out here, it's awesome. But as I was saying earlier, we got a lot of views coming up, so with that comes climbs, and you can tell by me sucking air we're in the middle of a good one. So we get to the top and get to a view, I'll let you know. But until then, I'm gonna go suffer for a bit. I'm back, still climbing, but I ran into 2 really nice ladies. They were actually dropping a car off, and now I know they were going to the other end and hiking back to the car. As they said, they were doing a section today, and I can't believe they didn't blow by us yet. That's because they're coming from the other way. Just ran into them, really nice ladies. They're doing big sections and checking off the states as they go. That was nice talking to them, but she said I got some good views coming, so has several people that said we got some views, but like I said, in order to get them, we gotta go up. So hope you're enjoying your Saturday. I'm just out for a walk today. We'll catch up with you in a bit. Here's some early evidence of elevation. Starting to see some snow. Talked to No Bed, and he said going up Big Butt. That just sounds funny. We'll probably hit some slush if it hasn't melted by then, but right now I just got little sporadic spots right outside the trail. But it is gorgeous out. I might be down to a t-shirt shortly. All right, we'll talk at you in a bit. Looking along the trail, and there was a little hill that prevented me from seeing, but it looked like it was what was on the other side that opened up a little bit, and yep, pretty nice little view through the trees that you wouldn't get unless it was winter. And there's the other side. A couple little views over there. That's pretty tore up around here too. Kind of looks like a lot of turkeys. I don't know if this is hogs because it's not mutilated like they do. Hard to tell. But a lot of acorns around here. It's what's making me thinking it's probably turkey. But woods are pretty open right here. Just came out of a green tunnel, and that's what we're doing, going up, up and away. Just met Grubworm. Hell of a nice guy. He lives close to this area, and he's usually hiking between Standing Bear and Irwin. He's doing the trail in sections too. Hell of a nice guy. So he just wrapped up Maine. He's only got, I think he's got a little bit of Maine yet to do. He was up there to do the Mahoosuc arm, the Mahoosuc notch. Interesting to talk to. Great guy. Good luck to you, grub worm. We're almost at the top of this mountain. Hopefully there's a view. I gotta suffer for a little bit first. Time for some fresh water. That's right where we got it, right there. Put my bottle under there and filled her up. Alrighty then, still climbing. There must be some good views up here for all this climbing. It's not super hard, but they just go forever. It's about 1:45. 0.7 still isn't feeling so hot. Just real groggy and no energy. It's back where I got water. She's gonna load up on water. See if she can't get out of that little funk. So hopefully it's nothing like a virus or something. Just a little groggy like I was yesterday. But we'll play it by ear. We got about 6.1 miles to the shelter, and there's probably at least 4 spots I think I saw that has good views. So whoever finished climbing here, we ought to get some. So I'll be in touch. You know, the one thing that I have noticed on this trail is it'll take you down and it will move you and position you to look at the biggest mountain in front of you to let you know I'm taking you up that one. And so far it's been like that. It's pretty wild. So today I really paid attention. A trail turn, I said, holy Moses and mother, look at the size of that mountain. Guess which one we go up. So it's pretty wild how they, you know, you zigzag around and you'll eventually see the mountain ranges you either went up or came down. Sometimes both. It's pretty wild. But anyway, got to be getting to the top soon. But still a little bit yet. Talk to you in a bit. Side trail. This is White Rock Cliffs, elevation 4,444. And you can see some of the rock formations down there. When we were over on the other side of that, when we were over on that mountain looking over here, I could see these rocks. Pretty awesome view. Hey everybody. We went to the White Rock Cliffs. We must have missed the side trail for the Black Staff, I think it's called, Rock Cliffs. But anyway, need to get to camp. Getting some technical climbing here is pretty cool. Rocks and roots, and it's pretty neat. But anyway, we're taking the open ridge line here, and I think it's a couple miles, and then we'll pop out and then have like 1.7 miles to the shelter. But yeah, this is just really cool. But if we see something neat, I'll definitely let you know. All right, we'll talk to you. Looks like I'm gonna need my poles for this. Where we're going. Nice little view of the flatland. And that's where we came from. Doing some serious rock scrambling, but it's well worth it. We're gonna go up top here. I'm sure there's a view over there. Let me get out of this rock. Oh. Yeah, there's some views over here. A lot of those mountains we were up and over. Not a shabby view. 4,524 feet is the elevation we're at. Just absolutely gorgeous. I got to get off this mountain and go find a shelter or a camping area. All right, I'm going to take a couple pictures. I'm out of here. Had to come over that. Got a little lost because, as you can see, the dashes are on the rock, and some of them are covered by snow. Here we are at the end. There's where I came from, the exposed ridgeline trail, the AT, and this is the bad weather trail. And that was that was probably the longest technical stretch I've had since I started. A lot of rock, a lot of ice, a lot of snow. It was pretty wild. But we've got a milestone here too And I don't know if this is it or not. I don't know what that's supposed to say, but I don't see anything else around here. Let's see if I can find something else. Hold on a second, man. Look around because we're hitting a milestone right here. Let me sniff around and see if I can find it. Well, I couldn't find it, and I was gonna make one, but I'm burning daylight, and I need to get the camp. But right at that junction was the 300-mile mark. We have officially made it 300 miles on the Appalachian Trail. You say tomato, I say tomato. Whatever, you get my drift. Pretty big accomplishment. Never walked that much in one shot, especially after being paralyzed. But yeah, 300 miles, a long ways to go. But yeah, it's a pretty good accomplishment, and how fitting after that trek there. So we'll make it up here to the shelter. I think it's in a 1.7, something like that. So we need to get. I'll talk to you in a bit. A neat coincidence I forgot to mention yesterday when we were at that fire tower. We came back down on the trail, and while we were up there, a southbounder must have passed us. That's what we figured, it was a southbounder. And about 50 yards down the trail, we saw this person holding their phone up like they were trying to get reception or take a picture up in the air or something. We didn't pay any attention to it. We got to the hostel last night. Here it was no bed. So cool dude, and we just missed him. Otherwise we would have passed him on the trail. But really neat guy, and that was pretty wild. He says, yeah, I looked up there and I saw two people with a dog. I didn't see any big packs. So he said, I just kept walking. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, walking around the deadfall here. But we got about 1.5 miles to the shelter. And I don't know if anybody else is going to be there. 0.7, hope to catch up to her soon. She wasn't feeling the greatest, but she said she'll meet me here. I hate to leave somebody that's not feeling good behind and pull away, but she insisted. And she's a strong hiker, so we got reception up here, so if there is an issue, at least I'll be able to get with her make things happen. But anyway, while I was up on that ridge line, I heard some footsteps, but I never found anybody, never saw anybody. But then I ran across some fresh tracks going in my same direction. So I don't know if somebody walked up there, turned around and walked back, or what the deal is. But I guess we'll find out when we get to camp. Or maybe there's a junction or gap somewhere nearby that they walked up from. But yeah, I heard the footsteps. I saw the tracks. I never did see anybody. But oh well, we'll catch up with you at camp. For the record, we left at Allen Gap this morning. It was a late morning start. And we made it to Jerry's Cabin Shelter. It's just about 1 mile up here. It's a 10.7. Let me look again. 10.9 mile day. Sure felt like more than that. But had some pretty good climbs, some technical stuff. And carrying the pack today too, so all makes a big difference. So once we get to camp, I'll show you what's going on there and take some pictures, and probably end the day because I need to get something to eat and relax. But I hope you had a good Saturday. Have a good evening. We'll talk back in a little while.
Were there a lot of ups and downs?
All right, everybody. Here at the shelter, and I got here, and point 7 was already here. Took a shortcut. She wasn't feeling well. And Joe, section hiker we met at the hostel last night with his black lab, is here. So cool stuff. So basically, just got something to eat and got our bed set up and ready to hit the rack and do a little editing and get some sleep. So hope you had a good day, have a good night, and we'll talk to you in the morning.